Chapter 16. Cold Dawn. I kept pacing back and forth in my room. I still haven't heard from Cal or Marin in hours. Did the Empire or Bedlam Raiders find them? What if something went wrong? I stopped pacing once I heard my comlink ring. Hello? Cal? Marin?
Hey, Anika. It's me.
What's wrong?
I'll tell you once we land.
My hands began to shake slightly as I set my comlink down. Something did go wrong, and I could hear it in Cal's voice. As I rushed to the landing pad, Marin was already walking out of the mantis with BD-1. Marin? The mission didn't go so well. Where's Grease?
He's gone.
Marin and I both turned around to the sound of Cal's voice. My eyes instantly went to the couch as I saw Grease laying down. My heart sank into the pit of my stomach. Cal walked down, still not making eye contact with me. Cal, I'm so sorry. I know Grease meant a lot to you. To all of us.
He was a great friend. I'll miss him. I know this is the last thing you'd expect to hear from me, but I think it's time to stop.
Whoa, wait, what?
Anika, this mission has gotten too dangerous. Marin and I barely made it off Nar Shaddaa alive.
What about the crystal?
It's out of our hands. This responsibility, it's too much of a burden. We can't lose anyone else. We can't.
Maybe Zaldor can help us.
We'll discuss it later. For now, I just need to clear my mind.
Hours passed by as the day went on. Cal was still meditating by the beach, which had me slightly worried, so I decided to look for him. He was still in the same spot as usual, but he was standing up this time. Hey.
Hey, you alright?
I have some news about the baby.
Good or bad?
It's good. While you were away, a medical droid took some tests. I know if we're having a girl or a boy.
Really? Well, are you going to keep me in suspense or tell me?
We're having a boy.
That's wonderful news.
Cal smiled in response and hugged me gently. I did notice his smile dim a bit as he placed his hand on my bump. What is it?
It's nothing. Don't worry, I'm just a bit tired from the trip.
Let's get some rest. Tomorrow I'll talk to Zaldor about Aiden. Maybe he can help us in our mission.
I don't want you to worry about it anymore. Let's just stay focused on what's best for all of us. I woke up the next morning with a made-up mind. I kept Grease's information secret from everyone and even told Marin I couldn't tell him the truth. The thought of losing someone else worries me. I gathered my things quietly since Anika was still fast asleep. BD-1 sat down next to her, pleading for me to stay. Shh, quiet down. I don't want to wake her up. Before leaving the room, I gently placed a kiss on her head and made my way outside towards the mantis. The ship felt more empty knowing Grease was dead. It won't be the same flying without him. I started the engines rather quickly as BD-1 typed in the coordinates to Coruscant. Once the ship descended into hyperspace, I could feel my heart beginning to pound. I'm done running away, BD. It's time I faced Aiden. The ship rattled a bit as we exited hyperspace. Just when our luck couldn't get any worse, an entire fleet of TIE fighters appeared, blocking our entrance. They were waiting for us. I watched BD-1 rush over to the holotable, but just before I could follow him, my eyes glanced towards the TIE fighters. That's strange. Why aren't they attacking us? Aiden must have sent them. Can you transmit a message to get his attention? I waited for BD until a hologram of Aiden appeared.
I see you got the message.
Tell your army to back off, or else. Aiden motioned for one of the Bedlam Raiders to step down. Soon the TIE fighters retreated, allowing me to pass.
I'm sure you are familiar with the Imperial Palace. Learn there if you wish to seal your fate.
As the hologram faded, I descended into Coruscant. Once I landed and exited the Mantis, Aiden slowly walked down the stairs. He was alone, but I scanned the area just in case he had any other tricks up his sleeve. It's time we settled this, Aiden.
Eager to surrender now, are we?
Never in a million years. You've got one last chance to turn things around.
Are you threatening me?
Whatever the Emperor's offered you, it's a lie. He's just using you to gain more control over the galaxy.
You dare to preach to me about lies and deception? The entire Jedi Order was filled with manipulation.
I understand your frustrations, but you have to let go. Stand down and free yourself from the darkness.
Your arrogance blinds you. The chains of the Jedi shall end.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
You think you can stop me? I'd like to see you try.
I watched Aiden carefully as he ignited his lightsaber. My eyes glanced up at the end of his saber's hilt. He had Anika's crystal hanging from it. Without warning, he lunged at me, but I used the Force to pin him down. I could feel my left hand shaking as I struggled to hold Aiden. He broke out of my grasp, and I stood up slowly.
You're afraid. I can sense it. Not the best mindset to go into battle now, is it?
That's when I ignited my own lightsaber and lunged at Aiden. I pressed my blade down into his aggressively. He seemed a bit surprised at first, until he swung to my left side, but I prevented his attack and grazed his right shoulder.
Ugh! You'll pay for that.
As we continued to duel, Aiden's attacks got more tricky to dodge. I've got to snap out of my hesitant state and fight.
I woke up screaming in fear. I tried my hardest to calm myself down, but it didn't help once I saw Cal was missing from our room. Marin practically bursted into our bedroom with a worried look. What happened? I had a horrible nightmare. It was about Cal. Where is he? Calm down. I will not rest until we find him. After taking in a few sharp breaths, I managed to collect myself. No need. Marin, can you hand me that data pad over there? Don't tell me you put the tracker on him. Of course not. I put a tracker on BD1. Once I found Cal's location, I jumped out of my bed, grabbing my lightsaber. I am coming with you. Where is he? He's on Coruscant, and from the looks of it, he's not alone. Are you sure you're all right to travel? Shouldn't you rest? Your child. I'll be okay. We both will. Let's go. We don't have much time left. What do you mean? Cal is in danger, Marin. Grave danger.